here's what we have, and before you choose which balls you want, the first thing you want to look at is the problems on the table. There's always a problem with 8-ball, and in this case, here it is right here, this clutter of 3 balls. And first, it doesn't look like much of a problem, but it is. And you have other problems on this table too. If you're looking at the stripes, the first thing you should see is this 15 ball does not pass the 6 ball, so you're going to have to find another pocket to shoot that 15 ball. These 2 balls have to be shot in this lower left-hand corner pocket right here because there's no other pockets available for them. Then most likely you're going to have to shoot a combination on this 14-12 ball because the upper left-hand corner pocket is being blocked by the 1 ball. So you have all kinds of problems if you decide to shoot the stripes. If you decide to shoot the solids, you really only have one main issue here, and that's the position of the 6. And really, you only have one viable pocket. If you want to keep this game easy, you only have the bottom left-hand corner pocket for that 6 ball. Now, that 15 ball is making that 6 ball shot very complicated, and the only key ball that you have to get on that 6 would be this 3 ball, and here's a line that you have to be on after shooting this 3 ball. So if we look at the straight in line on the 3 ball, we can see that if we hit a stop shot, if we get straight in and hit a stop shot on that 3, we can make that 6 ball, and we can use the 7 as the key ball to get on the 8. It's going to be tricky, and it's going to call for a little bit of perfection. So because there's just too many problems with the striped balls and only one main problem on the solid balls, I'm shooting the solids. And the first thing you want to do is split the table in half from up table and down table. And take a look at the patterns that you have up table separately from the patterns you have down table. Now, I call this uptown and I call this downtown. No matter where I'm starting or where I'm finishing, up table would be the breaking side, uptown, and downtown would be the racking side of the table. And this is the best strategy for 8-ball to take care of one side of the table first, then find the transition ball to get you to the other side of the table, and then find the key ball to get on the 8, and then go ahead and plan your strategy. And here we see the pattern I want to play uptown, and here's the pattern I want to play downtown. And here we can find the transition ball to get us from uptown to downtown, and the 7 ball would be the key ball to get on the 8. And now let's go over that real quick before we start the game. And hey, I'm not saying everything is always going to be pretty. Okay, that rack was good, but I'm gonna show you another example of where things didn't go so perfect. At first, I'm gonna take a break, and then we're gonna come back to that. I don't practice 8-ball anymore. I used to. I should. I play a lot of 8-ball, but I don't. When you see me in these videos with the big windows, you know that place? Well, that's like my reserve practice place. And usually what I'm doing is I'm practicing thinking at a high level. And it's usually with 9-ball, and the issue of seeing the patterns and then getting down and executing them. Because ultimately what's going to separate you from the herd is the ability to think and concentrate at a high level while under pressure. So because usually I'm not playing anybody when you watch these videos, the key is to keep that pressure on you while maintaining the ability to concentrate and execute at a high level. That's what I'm always practicing. So, I mean, I've been around, I've played a long time, many years. So I've seen all the patterns, and I've played all the patterns. But to see it all before you get down and shoot it is a whole nother thing. And then getting down and shoot it, and then executing what was in your head, it needs to be practiced. Your mental game has to be practiced. Otherwise, as soon as that pressure gets on you, it's all going to go away and you're going to just get down and shoot balls. So for that reason, and because nowadays I'm all focused on that, I just automatically do it with 9-ball. And I'm going to start putting more 8-ball on my channel. And there were times throughout the years where I tried to balance it between both 9-ball and 8-ball, but lately it's been all 9-ball, and that's why. It's because I'm not really practicing playing, I'm practicing thinking. 8-ball's a great game, and I love to play it, and I should practice it more. And I don't expect everybody to go back years and years and find my videos, but I did go over everything that I'm going over now in other videos, so it's more like, an updated version of those videos. Yeah, a lot of people try to compare 8-ball and 9-ball, and I don't think it really can be compared. The patterns are the same. You shoot balls into pockets. But the way of thinking about the game is different, and that's what I'm trying to define in this video. The whole uptown, downtown, and the Uber ball, or the transition ball to get you from one side of town to the other. And the key ball, although, the key, see, here's the issue. You break an 8-ball, you have an endless amount of options, right? When you break a 9-ball, you don't really have any options. The table, the layout, the balls tell you what to do. You have to shoot the 1 first, then the second, or then the 2-ball second, then the 3-ball third. You have to do it in order. So it's not a matter of getting creative and figuring out your options. It's a matter of, can you do what this table is telling you to do? So with 8-ball, you have all this freedom and ability to get creative and solve problems, and it's endless. The issue is, you still see the patterns in your head, but what's the best way to do it? Out of all of these millions of options, Your job is to pick the best option, while also feeling it and believing it, and being able to get down and execute the best option. And you're not always going to choose the best option. So if you practice anything, you should practice that. And you don't need to be playing it either. You can watch the pros play 8-ball, pause after the break, and figure out what's the best balls to take. And of those balls, what's the best way to run out? What's the easiest way to do it? And that'll get your brain thinking the right way. So now in this next video I'm going to show you, not everything goes right, not everything goes perfect. And I have to move the ball from one side, from uptown to downtown and then back to uptown and finish up with uptown. And it gets a little complicated and you have to change your plans a little bit. But that's 8-ball. And with all that said, and knowing that you might have to change your plan, shouldn't stop you from planning the table. If it doesn't go right, then stopping it and replanning the whole table. After the break, I don't like this mess right here, and then you have those balls being blocked by these 2 striped balls, and also you have that 1 ball being blocked by the 12 ball, and down here you have this 3 ball being blocked by the 14 ball. So there's no way I'm shooting the solids, so we'll be shooting the stripes in this game. So I'm starting uptown again, but this time I'm taking the stripes. And the plan was to clear all 3 of these balls uptown first and use this ball, the 13 ball, as the uber ball to just bounce off the rail, shoot the 15 in the side and pull back for the 12 ball to be used to get on, I think that's a 10 ball, to be used as the key ball to get on the 8 because it's on line with the 8 and it's an easy shot on the 8. It didn't quite go that way because when I started this game uptown, I got really, really bad on that 13 ball. So that forced me to shoot the ball downtown at 11 ball to use the 15 to get back on the 13 in order to keep the ending of the game the same, and to use the 12 ball to get on the key ball, which is the 10 ball. So yeah, one little mistake can just make you replan the whole rack. But I stuck with the plan once I was back in line. Everything was good. The problem is most people can't play shit.
Oh, he's giving you that rack.
I am not.
Oh, watch what happens. I see him put crazy glue on those balls.
See how that works.
I could if I wanted to, but I'm not. Plus I need and plus I need a wooden rack.
What a combination.